Think about the massive trucks you see on highways, the ships crossing oceans, or even generators kicking in during a blackout. There's a good chance they all rely on the same thing: diesel fuel. It's one of those everyday substances we rarely question, yet it quietly powers huge parts of modern life. But what exactly is diesel fuel? Is it just another type of gasoline, or is there something fundamentally different about it? Today we're breaking it down, from what diesel really is to how it works, where it came from, and why it's still so widely used. Right here on History of Simple Things. Diesel fuel gets its name from Rudolf Diesel, the German engineer who invented the diesel engine in the 1890s. Interestingly, his original engine wasn't designed to run on petroleum-based fuel at all. In fact, at the 1900 Paris Exposition, one of his engines ran on peanut oil. Diesel believed farmers could one day produce their own fuel. However, as the oil industry expanded, petroleum-based diesel became the standard. It was cheaper, more energy-dense, and easier to produce at scale. Over time, diesel engines became essential for heavy-duty transportation, agriculture, and industry. Today, diesel fuel is a cornerstone of global logistics. At its core, diesel fuel is a type of refined petroleum. It's produced from crude oil, the same raw material used to make gasoline, jet fuel, and other products. But diesel isn't just another fuel, it's a specific fraction obtained during the refining process. In a refinery, crude oil is heated and separated through a process called fractional distillation. Different components evaporate at different temperatures. Diesel comes from a heavier, oilier portion than gasoline, which means it contains longer hydrocarbon chains. Because of this, diesel is denser and packs more energy per liter than gasoline. That's one of the key reasons diesel engines are often more fuel efficient, especially for long-distance or heavy-load applications. One of the biggest differences between diesel and gasoline isn't just the fuel, it's how it's used. Gasoline engines rely on spark plugs to ignite a mixture of air and fuel. Diesel engines, on the other hand, use something called compression ignition. Here's how it works. Air is compressed inside the engine cylinder to extremely high pressure, which raises its temperature. Then, diesel fuel is injected into that hot air. Because of the heat, the fuel ignites instantly, no spark required. This method is highly efficient and produces more torque, which is why diesel engines are ideal for trucks, buses, and heavy machinery. They're built for strength and endurance rather than speed. Diesel fuel has a higher energy density than gasoline, meaning it contains more usable energy per unit. Combine that with the efficiency of compression ignition, and you get engines that can travel farther on less fuel. Another advantage is durability. Diesel engines are typically built to withstand higher pressures, making them more robust over time. That's why you'll often hear about diesel engines lasting hundreds of thousands of kilometers with proper maintenance. However, efficiency doesn't come without trade-offs. Diesel engines can be heavier, noisier, and sometimes more expensive to maintain. Still, for industries that rely on power and reliability, diesel remains hard to beat. Not all diesel is exactly the same. The most common type used today is ultra-low sulfur diesel, often shortened to ULSD. This version contains significantly less sulfur than older diesel fuels, which helps reduce harmful emissions and makes it compatible with modern emission control systems. There's also biodiesel. a renewable alternative made from vegetable oils, animal fats, or recycled cooking grease. While it can be used in many diesel engines, it's often blended with traditional diesel rather than used on its own. Another variation is synthetic diesel, which is produced through chemical processes rather than directly from crude oil. These alternatives are part of ongoing efforts to make diesel cleaner and more sustainable. Diesel fuel has long been praised for its efficiency, but it also comes with environmental concerns. Burning diesel produces carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas linked to climate change. It can also emit nitrogen oxides and tiny particles known as particulate matter, which can affect air quality and human health. To address this, modern diesel engines use advanced technologies like filters and catalytic converters to reduce emissions. Cleaner fuel standards like ultra-low sulfur diesel have also made a significant difference. Even so, diesel remains a topic of debate as the world shifts toward cleaner energy sources. Electric vehicles and alternative fuels are gaining attention, but diesel still plays a critical role in sectors where electrification is challenging. Despite growing interest in renewable energy, diesel fuel isn't going away anytime soon. It powers cargo ships, freight trains, construction equipment, and backup generators, systems that are difficult to replace with current technology. In many parts of the world, diesel is also essential for agriculture, helping run tractors, irrigation systems, and harvesters. Without it, global food production would look very different. In short, diesel fuel is more than just something you pump into a truck. It's a key part of the infrastructure that keeps modern society running. So what exactly is diesel fuel? It's a dense, energy-rich product of crude oil refining designed to work with engines that rely on heat and pressure instead of sparks. It's efficient, powerful, and deeply embedded in how the world operates. From its surprising beginnings with Rudolf Diesel to its modern role in global industry, diesel fuel has come a long way. And while the future may bring cleaner alternatives, its impact is undeniable. Next time you see a massive truck rumbling down the road, you'll know it's not just noise and smoke, it's diesel, doing exactly what it was designed to do: move the world. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.